How's Mark Simone, WOR radio show host, and Joe Concha, media and politics columnist for The Messenger and Fox News contributor. Gentlemen, thank you for coming back on. Mark, it's as though, the mainstream media is turned against Israel, but they just won't report what's going on. They're dealing with Hamas as though it's some sort of reasonable entity, which it is most certainly not.
You know, a 2016 election, they took the gloves off. They went totally anti-Trump. They slanted everything. I figured that's just for an election to get their candidate. Now they think it's okay to do this with anything, including the future of Israel. You can't completely slant the coverage. Hamas has already killed 6 of the hostages. You don't really hear about that anywhere. We've now got reports they've been torturing the hostages. You don't hear about that anymore. Just the fact that the terrible conditions of the Palestinians, they don't report that Israel got out of Gaza in 2007. They've had nothing to do with running Gaza. The billions that were sent to Hamas was spent on terrorist camps, tunnels, weapons. None of that gets reported. And these crazy students protesting against Israel have no idea what's really going on, thanks to the corrupt news media.
Joe, I don't know if the crazy students, if they had better information from the media, would be any less crazy or not. I don't know that. But the media is not reporting, as Mark has said. For example, recently now, it even hit the White House press room today. Sex crimes and rapings going on by Hamas. Now, that should be front and center reporting, and it's not.
And why is that? Is it intentional? Is it a human error mistake? I think it's intentional because it's across the board almost, as if a memo went out at some point. C.B. Cotton of Fox News did a great report over the weekend, and she went to these protests that were happening in New York like we see every day and asked, what about all the atrocities that Hamas committed on October 7th in terms of the rapes that you described and the kidnappings and obviously the slaughters, the murders, and the way they were done? And she said most of the people said they didn't believe the reporting, that all of that really didn't happen, including the rapes. And here's the thing. You don't have to believe the reporting. Hamas gladly and gleefully recorded doing this. It's overwhelming evidence by the perpetrators, and the people out there protesting are just saying, don't believe your lying eyes. We don't believe the reports. It's not reports. It's video, and it's out there, and anybody can watch it. And if you do, it's one of the most horrifying things you'll ever see as a human being in your lifetime.
And Mark, still, mainstream media uses the Hamas, or whatever it's called, Gaza health numbers, as though they are true numbers, which they are most certainly not. And all those numbers of casualties and worse, we don't know who's the terrorists and who are the civilians. That's never broken down. A lot of terrorists are losing their lives, and I don't think that's a bad thing at all.
No, and if you watch the Sunday shows, all they talked about was a ceasefire, the goal, the ceasefire. The goal is to wipe out Hamas, every last trace of it. There's no such thing as a ceasefire with terrorists. It's never going to hold. The liberal mind is that there's a small guy, oppressed guy, and the big guy. They always go on the side of the little oppressed guy, not realizing sometimes they're the evil ones who've actually done something horrific. You can't always side with them.
Joe, is the whole media biased against Israel? Is that the long and short of it?
If we look at this as if you're a professor and you're going to teach a class in media bias, and the first part of your syllabus is October 7th massacre and then reporting that went on after it, and you give all the examples where the mistakes only go in one direction, don't they? When that hospital was bombed about 10 days after October 7th, and then we saw images of a destroyed building that was in another city, and the New York Times tries to portray it as that was the hospital that was bombed when the parking lot was hit instead. When they believed, to your point, the Gaza Health Ministry, where they say 500 people are dead, and this is maybe an hour after the explosion, and most of our media outlets said, yep, okay, we believe you. How could you possibly count bodies that quickly? There's no logic being applied here because they're blinded by the bias that we were all just talking about.
I had another topic, why the Democrats, this is from Axios, why the Democrats won't talk about Bidenomics anymore, but that's way too easy. It's way too easy for two tough pros like yourself. Maybe we'll do that the next time. Why Democrats now have banned Bidenomics from their lexicon.
It's too big a lie even for Biden.
The worst branding since New Coke.
Joe, Concha, and Mark Simone. A very serious topic, though, today.